What's up, guys? Now, I don't ever want to make videos like this, and my intention is to always stay out of drama. And sometimes there are instances where I kind of have to speak up and kind of talk about the worst of fandom and kind of the worst of just kind of who we are as human beings. So this video is a response to something that happened yesterday. Obviously, yesterday I did my review for episode 5 of The Mandalorian, The Gunslinger. Now, I have various different Facebook groups that I'm a part of in terms of movies. I have a Disney movie group. I have a just standard movie and TV lovers group that I'm a part of. I have a horror community that I'm a part of. And I'm also part of this Star Wars group called Star Wars for Fans Who Aren't Dicks About It. You can go look them up on Facebook. And I joined this group about a year ago. And my whole intention of joining the group was that I wanted to talk about things that I love about Star Wars. And sometimes those things that I love, also have faults in them, because that's what fandom is. It's not trying to accept everything as perfect. It's accepting that what we love about the franchise or what we love about the specific thing that we're fans of is so awesome and it's so amazing. But we can also understand that there are issues with that thing that we're fans of. And that's what fandom is. When you have criticism or a strong opinion that is in disagreement with other people, that's fandom. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Star Wars is perfect. I think the original trilogy is perfect, but that's an opinion. I'm not going to tear anybody apart for saying that they don't like the original trilogy or that they don't like Star Wars. That is their opinion. They have every right to say that because everyone is different. Film, television is subjective. Subjective, not objective. It's subjective. Everyone can have a voice. Everyone can have an opinion. So with that being said, my video yesterday was me just doing a review of episode 5 of The Mandalorian. And I'm not going to cut to the chase. You can watch that video. It's 30 minutes long. A lot of it is because I kind of go into detail about things I want to implement for my channel. And I like talking about Star Wars kind of in an unedited way and kind of an unfiltered way, because Star Wars is the thing that I love the most. And I had said that episode 5 of The Mandalorian was a bit disappointing. Now, people took that and ran with it in this group, thinking that I had said that I hate this show, that basically Star Wars is terrible, and basically calling me a toxic fan because they do not understand or did not even listen or watch my video. In that video, I discussed why I was disappointed. Not because the show sucks or anything like that. It's because every episode leading up to episode 5, even episode 4, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I still really, really enjoyed it, has gotten my expectation higher and higher as the season has progressed. Because guess what? I expect much more out of the show now because I've loved what we've gotten. And episode 5 took my expectations are about here, and it kind of tempered them to down, and it kind of performed at this level. That's not to say it's a bad episode. I never said it was bad. I said that I have issues with it, but there are things that I like about it, because there are things that I love about all Star Wars film and television, even the prequel trilogy. Like, I'm the biggest critic in terms of the prequel trilogy and in Star Wars. Being a fan is being critical. You cannot put your head in the sand and act like everything is fine and perfect. That is not being a fan. That's not being a fan. That's what a lot of people think is a fan. That's not a fan. Because if that's the case, then you're brainwashed and you think that, oh, it can only be perfect. It can only be this. That's not fandom at all. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what was said to me specifically in this group, why I've decided to leave this group. I mean, it should be no surprise, really. I'm a person who doesn't like drama. I have enough of it in my everyday life that I don't want to go online and cause drama. The reason why I posted this video on this page was because I always post my Star Wars content on this page. I love having conversations and talking about the things that I love or the things that maybe I don't like as much. And so to me, to have people in a Facebook page where I thought it was safe and you could, it was safe to be open and honest about our thoughts with things that we love or maybe we don't love so much. That was not the case. So, and again, I want you to watch my last video. If you have not watched it, go and watch that last video. It explains everything in detail about how I feel about the episode. So I don't want to get into the episode. That's not what I'm here to talk about. And I never say it's a bad episode. I never say that. I said it was disappointing, but it's not bad. Disappointing to me is not a strong word, like a strong negative word. It's a word for growth and improvement. It's not a word that puts you down. Honestly, when someone says I'm disappointed in you, it means because I know you can do better. That's literally what I said and meant by saying that this was disappointing. So let me just read into some of the comments I got, because I did grab a ton of screenshots because some of this stuff is unbelievable. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is all stuff that people had commented. And people don't understand that even when you hate a video or hate on me, it's only helping. You're like, I have, I think 3 dislikes or something on my last video, and people have watched it and complained about my take on the episode. You're only helping me. So yeah, even if you dislike it, you're actually helping my channel. So anyway, okay. So it started off kind of calm. This guy had said, and I'm not going to say names because I don't want to drag people in the mud. But if you're in this chat or if you're watching this video and you're a part of this group and you're one of the people who commented, you're going to know if you said something. This guy said, think I'll pass. It was probably one of the best episodes so far. Okay. That is a reasonable thing. That's an okay statement. I have no issue with that. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, hey, not for everyone. This person said, I agree. In fact, all the episodes have been phenomenal. Can this dude do it? Oh, here we go. Can this dude do any better? I doubt it. Did I ever say that I could do better than this episode? I never said that once. People are acting as if like I'm being high maintenance and high strung. That's not at all what it is. I have expectations that the show can only get better and achieve more because I love it so much. But to me, that's just a throwaway statement. Okay, here we go. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and tell Oscar Wilde, no, bud, criticism is not the highest art in my time. It's pure wankery. Well, criticism is very important. I think we're all critical about a lot of situations in life, not just movies, but politics. I mean, everyone has their own opinion on politics. So apparently, again, when I do videos for my channel, it's opinion based. They're my honest and open opinions. I don't ever say I'm a critic. I wouldn't even say I'm a film pundit. I'm just a film, really, the title of my channel and my channel name, I'm a film fan that loves talking about movies and entertainment and television. That's it. I never say I'm a critic. Don't take all my words with a grain of salt. That's what I don't understand. Take my words with a grain of salt. It's all subjective. It's all subjective. Don't ever think that what I say is truth. That's not the case. I mean, other than Darth Vader being the greatest villain of all time, take that as truth. And obviously I'm being sarcastic. For those of you out there who don't understand that I'm being sarcastic, don't take any of my words for truth. I mean, have your own opinion. I encourage people to go watch movies that maybe I don't like or shows that I don't like and love them. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. The screenshot alone is enough to put me off ever going near this channel. With respect, video, let me get to the other one. Video, I cringe big time looking at the pic. These people do not live in the real world if this is their biggest problems. Never said it was my biggest problem. I'm simply a 23-year-old man who does YouTube videos for fun and talking about things that I really like. Never said it was the biggest problem in the world. If it was the biggest problem in the world, I would probably be more dramatic and I would probably like cry or something. I don't know. That's just me. But this guy who said the screenshot alone is enough to put me off ever going near the channel. That's fine. That's fair. That screenshot was a filler. I had a screenshot before that I took that was a filler because I did not have time at the moment to create a thumbnail for the video. So I just want to put that out because there's going to be a lot of comments talking about like my screenshot. It was the thumbnail of the video before the actual thumbnail that is there now. And the reason why I made the face that I did, which was like this, was not because I didn't want to show my face, even though that's kind of what I wanted to tell them. What if I didn't want to show my face? It was actually because I wanted something different. Like, I've done a lot of like these, and I wanted something a little different. And I don't know, something to bring people to my channel. I mean, is that a bad thing? I'm trying to get notoriety for my channel and for, you know, the things that I talk about. Anyway, this person, love this episode, might even be my favorite. I'm just going to go through the ones that are like the big ones. Okay, this guy said, I haven't seen it yet, astoundingly, but I can already tell that the "somebody stole my penis and the judge ruled it petty theft" expression this guy's making is in the screenshot is entirely unjustified. How would you know that? If you have not, you just admitted that you have not watched the episode. That is the funniest thing to me. When I read that, I was like, you're basically discrediting everything you said previously. Like, I have not seen this yet, astoundingly, but I can already tell that this expression the guy's making in the screenshot is entirely unjustified. How would you know? If you have not watched the episode, please someone tell me in the comment section how someone would know this. I mean, this person obviously has a mindset that everything that this show is going to do is going to be perfect. And anybody who thinks wrong, they're unjustified. How dare you? That is not fandom, folks. That's being brainwashed into thinking that you're a fan of something. And these people are fans. I'm not saying that they're not, but you have to understand something. Fandom is more than just thinking everything is great, everything is awesome and perfect. No, there are problems. There are issues. So that's just another thing I wanted to kind of get out there. Some people said, no, pass, no thanks, that's fine. There is nothing in your paragraph or screenshot that endears me to you or your opinion. That's a hefty no thanks from me, dog. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So I can't get mad at some of those ones. Okay, this person said, I don't know, it's definitely a tiny step down from a few. Oops, I didn't even do that. I don't know, it's definitely a tiny step down from a few of the other episodes, but it's not bad at all. Still very entertaining overall. Some clunky dialogue here and there, but there's always some of that in every form of media. Okay, that is that person's opinion, which I'm surprised that they even said that, because people are going to probably hound on them in this group, knowing how this group is and how, oh, fans, and we don't like toxicity, even though they're the ones spreading it. Yeah. Okay, nothing really significant. I just kind of took screenshots of everything. Here we go. This person said, everyone, come listen to me complain about Star Wars. No thanks, I'll pass. I don't complain about Star Wars. It's funny because these people don't even watch my video, and yet they're acting as if like I'm complaining the entire time. And some of you who watch my video will probably know that I was very blunt and open and honest about how I felt with the episode, but I never complain about it. I never like, why do I? Because the show has been amazing. And I even said that if this is the worst episode we get, I love this. That's awesome, because there's so many TV shows that have even worse episodes throughout every season. So yeah, to me, it's just like, okay, whatever. This person said, what a twat. That's intelligent. This person asked, let's hear the good things. What did you like? And I could have gone into detail. I did not comment back because there were so many people commenting, so it was kind of overwhelming. And I did actually respond to some of these people. I'll get into it, and maybe I was a little too much of a jerk, but at the same time, you have to understand that I'm being attacked. Like, my character is being attacked with these comments, where these people don't know me. They don't know the love I have for Star Wars. They don't know the love I have for this show. And clearly they're misunderstanding and misjudging a situation based on pre-notional thoughts of like why I said that this was a disappointing episode. They never look further into that. They just say, oh, this guy hates it, so let's just completely rake him over the coals. This person said, okay, the rest of these kind of don't matter. Okay, here we go. This person goes into spoilers. He said, yeah, it was less eventful in previous episodes, but it certainly wasn't bland and tepid as I'm seeing critics claim. It wasn't this. And here's another thing. Don't ever try to justify your opinion, that your opinion is more valuable than somebody else's. That is ridiculous to me. Oh, it certainly wasn't bland and tepid as I'm seeing critics claim. excuse me, get off your high horse. Who said your opinion was more important than anybody else's? I never said that. That's another thing too, is I want you guys to know that I never said my opinion. My opinion is my opinion. And if everyone doesn't agree with it, that is completely fine with me. I mean, some people, let's talk outside of Star Wars. Marriage Story. I really liked Marriage Story. Great film. A lot of people are going to have it probably in like their top 5. I don't even have it in my top 10. And I love the movie. I love it. But to me, it's like, I'm not the type of person that's going to be like, oh, you said Marriage Story is the second best film or first best film of the year. How dare you? Your opinion's wrong, sir. I don't agree with these critics. They're stupid. And that's literally when I'm reading that, I'm thinking of someone who's kind of unintelligent and someone who doesn't understand what criticism is and what subjectivity is, because subjectivity isn't everything. Everyone has an opinion on something, and it's not going to be the same. The opening space battle was awesome. Being back on Tatooine after the fall of the Hutts, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, so he kind of goes into details about that. This person said, I will talk about why this is the most disappointing episode thus far. Sounds riveting, as in like a sarcastic remark. Well, I mean, it's a way to get people to come onto my video. I mean, isn't that okay? Isn't that fine? Like, can I not have my own opinion and try to draw people into my content? I mean, is that a bad thing? That's what every YouTuber does, essentially. And if you're the type of person who says, no, my favorite YouTuber doesn't do that, then you're lying to yourself, because every YouTuber does that. Thank you, but no, I don't need more negativity in my life. Okay. Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong. That's interesting. So you're trying to take an objective statement from something that is subjective. Okay. LMAO, you're nitpicking. Me and my family enjoyed it. That's a fair assessment. You could say I'm nitpicking. I am very nitpicky. I criticize things. I'm a lot more analytically critical towards things that I love. So, I mean, that's fair. You'll never get me to watch or read a single thing you say. That is hilarious to me. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. This is probably one of the best comments, guys. And this is how just intelligent people are. If you're such a big shot and know so much, where can I find your shows or films? That's hilarious to me. You want to know why that's hilarious to me? When do I ever say that I could do anything better? When do I ever say, oh, give me Star Wars, I'll make it better than Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau? I've never said that. That is the most idiotic thing to me, is that people are kind of like putting words in my mouth that were never even said. And at this point in time, I had not even responded. I was busy. I think I was, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was like watching TV or watching Netflix or something, or I was maybe even filling out, like, updating my resume or something. And so I hadn't even known that this was kind of taking off this way. Like, I had not responded. I had no idea that all these people were just absolutely crapping on me and raking me over the coals. So if you want to join a great Facebook group like this, guys, Star Wars for Fans Who Aren't Dicks is the best Star Wars group ever. They're not hateful. They're not negative or toxic like they try to proclaim they're not. But obviously you can tell that they are. This person said the comment section isn't going the way you planned. I mean, at this point, I hadn't seen the comment section. So, yeah. Here we go. This is, okay, so there's this guy who got on here and basically was discrediting me as someone who had an opinion. This guy, I kid you not, guys. I kid you not. And I'm going to read it to you. This guy told me I could not have an opinion on something unless I was qualified, unless I was certified. Do you know how absurd that is? Because if you take that into account, YouTube doesn't exist. There are no YouTubers. Chris Stuckman, yeah, he's a critic now, but he didn't start that way. Jeremy Johns, same thing. John Campea, all these people did not start off being critics. They start off as pundits or people that were talking about films that have a big following. These people were small nobodies like me who are insignificant that love talking about things that they are passionate about. And that's the thing, is I don't understand how people can be like, well, you have to be qualified in order to talk about something. Excuse me? Why do we even have this? If that's the case, why does this fan page exist? Why does it exist? Because everyone talks about Star Wars in here. So you're saying that we all have to be qualified? We all have to work for like Lucasfilm or something? So yeah, let me just tell you what happens. He goes, my favorite thing about this is how this business management student, basically saying because I'm business management, that's all I should ever talk about, has suddenly developed a degree in media studies, film and television, screenwriting, and creative writing. Miss me with that? BS, bro. I don't even know what that last statement meant or last sentence. It just kind of sounded stupid to me, but I was like, whatever. So this is what I said. This is exactly what I said. And this is me kind of just getting fed up with all these people. Because at this point, I had seen all the comments and I had seen all the hate. And this is exactly what I said. I said, who said I wasn't able to talk about the things I love regardless of my degree and educational background? Is that not right? Who says that? This is a country where we have free speech. People, and what's hilarious to me is people find that, oh, you're not qualified to talk about movies or entertainment, but yet they're qualified to talk about politics? Okay, whatever. So hypocrisy, if I ever saw it. Is there some type of, and this is another thing that I said, is there some type of law that exists out there that says I cannot be a fan of something, and by being a fan, talk about the highs and lows of that something? So that was me just being a general statement out there like, hey, look, I was trying to be educational and I was trying to be thought-provoking and trying to kind of turn a corner to all these people kind of giving me this negativity and this hate. And I was not trying to feed into it. I was really just trying to kind of get my voice out there and say, hey, look, I don't understand why people are kind of misconstruing my ideas or my concepts, saying that I have to be qualified. Like, to me, it's funny. Like, at the time, this is what I'm thinking, but I'm trying to be nice and I'm trying to be polite with it. But these people are kind of crossing a line and crossing certain boundaries that a group like this, I thought for a year, was not ever going to do this. I said, your logic makes little sense. When did I ever say that I was a critic? I'm not, clearly. So I admit, I'm not a critic. I've never said on any of my videos that I'm a critic. Even if I was, I wouldn't want to say that I'm a critic, because I think critics get such a bad rep, and I like being a pundit. I don't like grading movies. I don't even grade movie reviews or anything. I never say if a movie's an A or a B or anything. I don't do that. I say whether or not you should go spend your money on it. And that's just an opinion. And I even for movies that I wasn't high on, like Frozen 2, I said, if you really love the first Frozen, go and see it. I wasn't particularly that fond of it, but go and see it. If you enjoy Frozen and you enjoy Disney movies, you might have a very fun time with the movie, and go see it. So I always look for the good in everything, which we'll get into that because someone makes a comment that is kind of ridiculous. So then this guy responds back. He says, if you're going to babble for 31 minutes about something, you'd better be qualified. I kid you not. Try to see it. Yeah, it's if you're going to be, it might be backwards. It looks backwards on mine. If you're going to babble for 31 minutes about something, you'd better be qualified. What BS is that? What BS is that? Like, come on, dude. Come on. Are you kidding me? Do you not understand how reviews work? Do you not understand that everything is subjective? That if I like something, someone else doesn't necessarily need to like that thing. And if you're saying that, why does the whole Facebook group even exist? Why is there a lot of YouTubers who talk about movies and television? Are you saying they have to be qualified? If that's the case, then most of the people on YouTube and most of the populace is gone. They're gone. That makes zero sense to me. And then he said, either that or make your video look like it wasn't created by a 9-year-old playing with their parents' iPhone. Okay, my quality is not that great, but you have to understand I'm also a poor college student who has to pay for tuition, has to pay for an apartment. I'm married. I have to pay for 2 times as much food. So I get that. You can criticize my equipment and all that stuff. I try my best with what I have, but I'm not perfect with the way my setup is. So I said, and this is me being a jerk, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was, at this point, this guy had kind of pissed me off, and I was like, I'm done. I don't even give a crap. Like, I'm done. I said, ha, 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 that's funny. So I can't talk about something for a period of time unless I'm qualified. Wow, that is ridiculous. So does that mean you also can't talk about Star Wars because you're not qualified? Or does this just apply to me, the business management student? And I said, and This logic is so flawed because if this was the case, then no movie YouTuber would be able to talk about film. So basically going into what I've been talking about with you guys. A lot of YouTubers are not critics or experts, but they are just passionate fans like all of us. This guy said, "This is for fans who aren't dicks about it. That's implied in the name of the group. Posting a half-hour video of you talking out of your arse and expecting everyone to watch it is a dick move." I didn't expect anyone to watch it. I never say, "Hey, everyone, watch my video." I said, "Join me as I discuss Mandalorian Episode 5. That was an invitation. I wasn't expecting everyone to watch it. And I didn't think everyone was going to watch it because I don't have unreal expectations. And I'll happily discuss it, but I won't attempt a critical analysis of it because, you guessed it, I'm not qualified. That is preposterous. Like many have said, okay, where's that? I think it was this. Sorry, guys. It's like hard to kind of follow everything. Okay, here we go. Like many have said, you have the right to your opinion. What you don't have the right to is to have your opinion. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. I totally forgot about this. Oh, my goodness. Here we go, guys. You ready for the greatest statement of your life? Are you ready to be wowed by this? Like many have said, you have the right to your opinion. What you don't have the right to is to have your opinion treated as a candidate for the truth, respected or even listened to. Did I ever say that? Did I ever say my opinion is truth? No, I didn't. No, I didn't, because opinion is not truth. Oh my freaking goodness. This is absolutely ludicrous. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard of in my life. And this is a grown, like 40-year-old man telling me this, trying to tell me you can have a right to opinion, but you don't have the right to have your opinion treated as a candidate for the truth. It is not a candidate for the truth, idiot. I'm sorry. It is not a candidate for the truth. It is an opinion. I said, and I kid you not, I will even go back and see what I said. I'm going to go back to my original post. I said, here we go. Where is it? I'm on the wrong group. That's why. Let me go to what my original post was. And you know what? I don't even care if the people moderating the page is going to ban me at this point. I could give two craps. I'm already going to leave anyway because what else do I got to lose? Okay. Literally, I say this. Okay. I said going live to talk about the latest episode of The Mandalorian, The Gunslinger. I will talk about why this is the most disappointing episode thus far. Join me and let's discuss this week's episode. Do I ever say that that's a truth? No, I'm implying it as this is why it's a disappointing episode for me. Maybe I should have said that because apparently people they can't read into implication, or they misunderstand a simple phrase that is supposed to be implying why it was disappointing for me. That's my bad. Maybe I should have said why it was disappointing for me. But beside the case, the fact that this guy is saying that I'm trying to use this as a candidate for the truth is hilarious to me. Is it just me? Does anybody else find this funny? I said, okay, wow. I said, how am I being a dick? I am being a fan, talking about Star Wars, which I love more than anything. I'm also honest and open about my problems with Star Wars. I also never expected everyone to watch it. I never said, you must watch this. And that's all in capital letters. It was for anyone who wanted to discuss the episode as fans. That is all. You don't understand how criticism works. It's, guess what? Opinionated. My opinion candidated for the truth. What the hell are you talking about? It's opinion, dude, not a fact. It was, I don't know why I keep doing that. I think I said it was just basically me stating an implicated opinion. So then someone says this. Oh, here, okay. So I did have a couple people reach out and actually support me and actually kind of take my side. Not a lot. There was like 2 or 3, but this was one of the people who actually backed me into the corner. For this person, I say thank you. This person said, speaking as someone who is qualified with a degree in media arts storytelling, Nicholas can say whatever he wants. You don't have to agree with him, but quit gatekeeping. I love that this person said that. because my name is Nicholas on Facebook. She says, Nicholas can say whatever he wants. Who's to say I can't say whatever I want? That's what free speech is. I'm not there to be a robot and basically take commands and take orders from other people. I am there to give my opinion on something. Gang, it's 31 minutes long. Here's another person. Gang, it's 31 minutes long. I'm not watching anyone talk for 31 minutes unless they're Kiefer Sutherland, which is kind of funny. I was like, yeah, I get that. I get that. Okay. This person said, I'm sure Finnick Shand had more fun staring at the dunes until sunset than anyone would listening to you. So that's not what's funny is this group acts like they're not toxic, but it's like, that's toxic. Saying that about someone is pretty toxic and uncalled for. Like, that's just kind of hate and for no reason. Then this person says, to be fair, so my favorite episodes, he kind of says episode 5 was underwhelming, blah, blah, blah. This person says, I kind of started saying, if you watch a few minutes of my video, you'll understand what I'm trying to say in my video. So this person says, why put that misleading thumbnail on the video if you're not hating? You're sounding pretty suspect to me, guy. Do you not understand how YouTube works? It's all about getting attention. And what gets attention is what gets videos attention and channels attention? Clickbait. I'm sorry. Like, I don't try to clickbait usually, but if I'm going to use it sometimes, like, I'm going to use it. I'm sorry. I'm a YouTuber. I'm trying to get myself out there. I'm trying to get more attention to my channel to get more of a community around, me and having the more opportunities, I guess you could say, in the punditry space. But it's like, do you not understand how YouTube works? I mean, look at every Jake Paul and Logan Paul video out there. I mean, look at every video saying I slapped my girlfriend or something, and they don't actually do it. I mean, come on. You obviously don't watch YouTube, or you're just trying to you're trying to piggyback off of these other people. The person said, because views. This guy, okay, here is another thing that was very insane. This guy responded back to the same guy who said, because views. He won't get any views in this group. If he's lucky, he'll get a good mocking. And what's hilarious, again, guys, these are fans who say they don't like the toxicity. They don't like negativity, and they don't like people spreading hate. They're proclaiming I'm spreading hate when people are saying this. Oh, if he's lucky, he'll get a good mocking. Wow. You people should really be ashamed of yourselves, and it's no surprise that people have left your Facebook group, and you think that those people were the problems. You're the problem. You are the problem. Look in the freaking mirror. You don't say this to people. He'll get a good mocking. What are we, in 10th grade? Oh, you're going to try to bully me into submission because I said something that you don't agree with? Get over it. It's life. It is freaking life. If you have a hard time with this, how are you going to walk outside and face reality? Reality is like this every single day. It's an uphill battle. So to me, it's absolutely ridiculous that this group tries to kind of pride itself on not being toxic. This is toxic and disgusting. And notice, I don't say that about anybody. And then he also says, okay, so he follows that up. If he's lucky, he'll get a good mocking and maybe even a ban. How did I warrant a ban? By me having a different opinion than everyone else? I've been up to this point pretty kind with people. Yeah, I was kind of sarcastic with that one guy because that guy was kind of pissing me off. But at the same time, I'm not sitting there going, I hate all of you. You all need to die. I don't do that. I have a life. I have places I want to be. And if I do that, I'm not going to reach where I want to reach in my life. And so I'm not going to do that because I think that's just a waste of time. These people are like online trolls. And honestly, if you're going to be a part of a Facebook group, you should understand what you actually should be prideful in. And if you're going to say that you respect one thing or you try to be friendly, like their name of their group is for fans who aren't dicks about it. Like if that's the name of your group, you should not act like this. This is just a warning for anyone who wants to join a Facebook group or be a part of the Facebook group. Really be careful of what you take part in, because there are people out there who try to think that they're one thing, but they're really the problem, as opposed to other people like they believe. A ban. Yeah, maybe even a ban. For what? What did I warrant a ban for? So this guy says a ban would be too much, I think. I mean, too much? I mean, what do I deserve? I mean, sure, don't watch my video. I don't give a crap. Or leave dislikes on the video. That's fine. Banning me for having a opposing view on something is stupid. That depends on OP and if he keeps acting like this. Acting like what? Like what? Like having an opinion, getting my voice out there and having it be heard? Are you kidding me? I even asked, why do I warrant a ban? And this person says, you don't, not yet. Ooh, harsh words. I'm already done with this group. I don't even give a crap at this point. So I just literally stayed on just so I could capture these screenshots and make a video about it. Because, you know, I'm a YouTuber. Clickbait. Heck yeah. Bring it in. Let's get more of an audience. I'm not afraid to say it. I mean, screw it. I'm putting this group under the bus. I'm throwing them under the bus, warning people stay away from this group. Just do not be a part of this Star Wars fan group. And I'm going to start my own Star Wars fan group and say the hell with you. I'm dead serious. I said, I mean, I didn't – this is what I said. I mean, I didn't know that we all had to be in unison with our opinions on Star Wars. We're all fans. Fandom is not just loving everything. It's also understanding the problems of those things that we love. Is that not true? I mean, and that's what I said. Like, I didn't think that we had to all be in unison. Like, this was a communist group that has to think one way and be one-way minded. And then I talk about how people are like misunderstanding the contents of my video and whatever, blah, blah, blah. This person said, the head and hands picture press all my I want to be a dick buttons. Yeah, I guess. That it's just a picture, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's whatever. The pic is way dramatic than it should be. If you want people to watch your video, don't be misleading with a pic like that. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I wasn't actually misleading. It was disappointing for me, so my hands were like this. How is that misleading? I tell you in the description of my video that this was, or the description of when I posted the video on Facebook, that this was the most disappointing episode thus far for me. And I have a picture of this. How is that misleading? I would think that misleading would be, this was the most disappointing episode for me thus far, and then it's a picture of me smiling like this or having the thumbs up. That's misleading. Like, come on. Oh, gosh, people don't understand stuff. Person said exactly at the end, whatever. This person stuck up for me, which I also want to thank them for doing this. But they say this. A picture of or thumbnail in this instance is used like a cover to a book. It is meant to entice a potential viewer to take a further look, just like literature. A thumbnail cover can be exaggerated like a gaudy Renaissance painting. You can allow the content and creator to sway your opinion or keep and derive your own, but don't slay him for wanting attention for his content. Thank you. Thank you. That is such a well-composed statement that I really, really appreciate, because people are really acting like 5-year-olds in this group. So thank you for that. This person also, I woke up this morning and saw this. I laughed. It woke me up for sure. When you say worst so far or most disappointing, it says that the other episodes were bad/disappointing, and this one is even more so. Oh my gosh. People, you don't understand how I love this show. You obviously have never watched one of my videos ever. My other 3 videos, and you got the first 3 episodes of even the 4th episode, even though I wasn't bonkers about it, I still really liked it. I do nothing but praise this show. I do nothing but praise it. If you just want to say that this one is your least favorite, try using more positive language. This episode left me wanting more. This episode was a little slow / needed more action, even though I don't believe in that for a second. That's definitely not what I meant. This group does discuss negative things, but typically with a positive, constructive angle. So basically, like, I do that. I do that. But basically, if I didn't do that, you're saying I am forced to talk about something positive about something that I don't like. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Are we trying to conform, or are we trying to conform to the toxicity of like the actual toxicity as these people incline as the people who hate The Last Jedi and all this crap? And say, like, if you like The Last Jedi, you're not a real Star Wars fan, blah, blah, blah. Are we supposed to conform to that? I didn't think so, but apparently these people think so. Okay. This person says, or we can just block anyone who doesn't meet our standards. block me. I don't give a crap because your standards are stupid. They're stupid. It's a private group, not a public forum. Well, now I'm making it a public forum because you all are misconstruing every single piece of wording that I use. There is no saving myself at this point. So I'm making it a public forum and I don't give a crap. I am trying to defame your group because I don't think that this is healthy and I don't think that this is a good thing to do. This is disgusting and you shouldn't treat people in a group this way. There's a better constructive way of doing this as opposed to just tearing people down. Not watching the video and misunderstanding every single thing that is happening is just stupid. People putting words in my mouth that I never said or wrote. We don't have to accept anything that we feel is toxic clickbait, which is what it is. I'm toxic. I'm toxic. Oh, oh, you don't know what the word toxic means then. We've given him the benefit of the doubt due to his replies, but that means he gets to hear what we have to say if he wants to stay here so he doesn't do it ever again. I've been listening to what you've been saying. And quite frankly, I haven't responded to most of your guys' comments. Some of them have been really thoughtful and they've been subjective, which I like. Other of you are just like, this guy sucks and he should be banned and blah, 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 this and that crap, or basically trying to ruin my intelligence, like as if I'm some type of idiot or something. So, I mean, what do you want me to do? Not defend myself, not stick up for myself in moments where I feel like I should? I'm not going to be like, I've been respecting what you have said, but you're kind of crossing a line. At this point, the line has been crossed, and I am just beyond pissed that I'm just going to tear down your entire reputable group on a small YouTube channel that you should totally be afraid of because I have 100+ subscribers. Be afraid. Not really. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. But maybe this is, for those of you out there who are a part of this group or who are, thinking about looking into being in a Star Wars group, I'm going to start a Star Wars Facebook group. That's going to be better than this. That is not going to tolerate this kind of behavior because this is absolutely ridiculous. And I don't even use Facebook that much. This person said, I don't have 31 minutes to spare to watch someone rip on what I thought was one of the best episodes. So you're literally not open for interpretation. That means you're never going to get anything out of life. You're just this closed-minded thought where my opinion is the right opinion. Therefore, I don't need to listen to anybody who's against it. That's not healthy to me. That's just really not healthy or constructive. But it's your life. That's how you want to live, whatever. I agree. If I wanted a dissection, I'll go back to high school science. Did I ever say it was a dissection? No, I'm not even very articulate sometimes in my thought process. I don't really dissect movies that much. I talk about the pros and cons of the small menial dissections, but I don't dissect every scene and all this crap. Whatever. This person said, then don't watch it. If you don't, then don't watch it. You don't need to say anything about it. Just don't watch it. That's the idea. Exactly. I didn't, blah, blah, blah. This person was just trolling. This person said, I liked it personally, but I mean, it's TV and TV isn't perfection, especially with so many different directors in the mix. You're going to get something that, dang it. I cut it off on accident. I guess I didn't get that part, but that person was just basically giving a really good, constructive thought on what she thought about, TV in general, I guess. Which I like that. If you're going to have a constructive thought and be smart with it and something that is subjective in nature and you're not trying to criticize people for certain things, then by all means do it. If you disagree with the way I felt about this show, do it. But do it in a way that's constructive. Don't do it just based on the fact that you read my description above the video and all of a sudden you knew everything that I was going to say even though you didn't watch the video. And now you're just basically hating on me and trying to kind of start this attack on me personally for having my own thoughts and opinions. That's just stupid to me. It's dumb. I have a 3-year, my neighbors next door, they have a 3-year-old son who could probably articulate a better subjective statement than someone like this, who is just going to go and attack people for no reason after not even misunderstanding the context. Seriously, a 31-minute of someone that looks like it's shot on an iPhone. Again, people complaining about how my production quality is. Sorry that I'm, a poor college student who has a bunch of other things that I have to take care of as opposed to I do want to get better quality. I'm not saying that, but Give me some time. Complaining about how episode 5 of The Mandalorian, which is funny because he had changed it. Originally, he said episode 4 of The Mandalorian. And I actually said something. I said, it's episode 5, not 4 in my reply. And he changed it to try to make himself look better, which, whatever. A show that increases in quality with each episode. That is an opinion, sir. That is an opinion. That is a subjective statement. The way you're trying to word that is you're trying to word it like fact, because you put it in parentheses and you're saying a show that increases in quality with each episode. That is a subjective statement. So, yeah. A show that increases in quality with each episode is disappointing, complete with that thumbnail. Nope, pretty much everyone here, myself included, are going to pass on that. We mock negativity in this group, not welcome it. That's funny because who's the one spreading the negativity? Not me. I posted a video basically saying, hey guys, let's talk about episode 5 of The Mandalorian. I'm going to discuss why I thought it was disappointing. That was it. Was that negative? Was I attacking someone? Was I going and first, like, fist-handedly saying, you all suck, your opinions are terrible, and you all should be banned, you don't know anything about subjectivity, blah, blah, blah? No. Basically, you're saying, now I'm saying that now that you don't know what subjectivity is because you're making it very apparent by your word choicing and the way that you construct your sentences and your comments. But by you saying, we mock negativity in this group, not welcome it, that is so hilarious because that's funny. Are you talking about yourself or are you talking about me? Because you're the ones being negative. I was never negative in this whole entire situation. You were the one who wanted to start the negativity. Take this somewhere else. I said it's episode 5, not 4, because he said 4 originally, like I'd said. And the increase in quality is a matter of opinion, my friend. I agree that the show has increased its quality, but it is an opinion. Let's remember that. So there you go. Was I being negative? No. This is when I say negativity in this group all started from everyone else. I didn't post this video to be negative. I thought this was a page where we could all express our opinion on Star Wars, no matter if people agree or not. Because that's, for a year, that's what I thought this page was. And I've been posting content like, my reviews for Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, which I rip on those movies. And Solo, I guess it was I do a review of Solo, but also my buddy did a review of Solo. But I ripped on the prequels and they don't have any problem with it. But yet now it's like the biggest problem in the world. Whatever. This person says, the way you posted implied you were hating on this episode. No, I wasn't. You came across as a dick in the post. This is why many are reacting the way you see. I don't know what that means. Saying weakest episode would have spurned a less enthusiastic and hostile response. Also adding, in my opinion, rather than seeming to speak to everyone, presentation is vitally important, at least in my honest opinion. Okay, presentation is vitally important. I get that. And I maybe could have constructed it a little bit better. But people should not be hostile, regardless of any response or comment. Because guess what? We're all different. We don't all have like minds. And we don't all think in the same way. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to say his name. I almost did. I'm sorry, dude. But I agree that my presentation could have been better. I've said that. And I even said that. You're misunderstanding my context because I didn't word it correctly. But this is what I meant. And getting this hate is just absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Here we go. Your post and screenshot definitely imply you're a toxic winger and certainly not a fair and balanced reviewer. That is hilarious because you didn't even watch my freaking video, dude. Fair and balanced. I try to be fair in everything that I review, and it's my opinion. Fair and balanced. Where's the balance in this entire conversation on this thread for this posting thread? Where is the balance? There is no balance. It's everyone basically hating me. There's a couple people saying, hey, like, let him talk, speak his mind, whatever. But where's the balance and where's the fairness? You know what fairness is? This is what I don't understand. I think this group thinks fairness is everything has to be good. Fairness is judging something based both on the good and the bad, which I try to do. Sometimes if it's things that I don't like LaQuisha, I'm going to say this movie sucked and there's nothing redeemable about it. But that's such a small minute case inside of a huge vortex of videos that I have done. I'm using big words right now. I don't know why. But balanced reviewer or fairness, I think I'm pretty fair. You don't understand what fairness is. Fairness isn't, oh, I love everything Star Wars. That's the fair opinion. That's not being fair. That is not fair. Fair is not taking a side of the fence. It's really looking at the pros and cons of one thing. It's being level. That's what fairness is. Gosh. Also, anyone who has their head in their hands over an episode of The Mandalorian immediately isn't going to draw members of my group to their work. Oh, so this is your group. Okay. To their work. Oh, I guess my work. Okay. It looks like the typical toxic clickbait. I nearly blocked you the moment you posted it over the screenshot alone. If you had said something like, hi guys, check out my review. What I liked and what I felt didn't work, there wouldn't be an issue, I think. But instead you focus on the negative and put the type of screen. Look, I've put that in the past. Hey guys, let me talk about the good and the bad about this thing that I just watched. And you know how many responses I get? Really none. I'm a small YouTuber. And am I being clickbaity? Yeah, but I'm a freaking YouTuber. Who isn't? I mean, every YouTuber does clickbait things. Gosh, man, I don't understand it. Have you never watched a single YouTube video? Like, okay. Here we go. I dare these idiot wingers to go write a better episode. Who says I'm a freaking writer? Who says, did I ever say that I could write a better episode? And why are you calling me a winger? I'm not. I don't even know what that means, first off. WHINGER. Maybe you guys do in the comments. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to words like this. But okay, whatever. I think all the episodes so far have been pretty much on par with each other. This episode did feel a little like a filler episode, but I enjoyed it still. Which, that's a fair assessment. I'm happy that, this guy expressed his opinion on what he felt about the episode. I respect that. I'm so happy that he was not one of these people who just completely bashed me. This person kind of said something funny. This is not the way, which I actually liked because I thought that was funny. Oh, here we go. Online bullying, people. It's a real thing. I don't take heed to bullying because I don't really care that much. Because, my thing is if you have nothing better to do than be an online troll and bully people, then, well, you can kind of get off my page and see you later. I'm not going to take heed to it because I have a life. I'm confused as to why you think people care about your opinion. Number one, I never said people care about my opinion. Ever. I know I'm a small YouTuber whose opinion means nothing. I've said that in my videos. Not just this video, but other videos in the past. My opinion means nothing. I am a fan. The title of my channel is The Film Fan, not The Film Expert, not The Film Critic. It's The Film Fan. I'm a fan. Gosh. People care about your opinion. Anyone care? No, thought as much. All right, you can take your online bullying somewhere else because it's not warranted here, in my opinion. If you think we're defensive, it's because we're sick of all the horrible negativity from so-called Star Wars fans. Are you talking about yourself? Are you talking about all the people in this group? Because that's the horribleness and negativity of so-called Star Wars fans. And how dare you say someone's a so-called this fan? I have said certain people aren't real fans, but that's not me saying that they're not fans of it. They just think that they're bigger fans than what maybe they actually are. But so-called Star Wars fans, I mean, we could debate about that all day. But the toxic, horrible negativity from so-called Star Wars fans. Am I being negative? I don't think so. I mean, maybe you guys are seeing it differently. I don't know. I've been almost talking for an hour about this, but gosh. And I didn't want to make this video. I did not want to have to make this freaking video, guys. And of course, it's a video where I actually get a lot of comments and people watching it. I don't like drama. I really don't, but I just figured that this has to be said because this is not fandom. This is not fandom. This is toxicity. And this is people thinking that toxic fans, even though there are toxic fans out there who are like, if you like Last Jedi, you're not a real Star Wars fan, and they hate the actress who plays Rose on Instagram and giving her hate speech. That's just disgusting. But this is also toxicity to a different extent. Let's keep reading. In this group, we denounce it. We still debate the things we love. Yeah, it's not really a debate. It's forcing people to think your way, shoving it down their throats. Don't quite love, but we pretty much appreciate all of it. I mean, I'm appreciative of Star Wars, and I've said it a million times. I'm pretty sure even in my video yesterday on the Mandalorian review, I said that I was appreciative of Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni for having this show. Like, it's awesome. Your video with its repellent thumbnail just looks like all the others that we typically avoid. So, and I'm reading it like this on purpose, guys. So I hope you at least understand that. Yeah, we're defensive. It doesn't mean you can't talk about what disappointed you, but why lead with that? You won't get clicks in this group. That's all we mean. That's funny. Apparently that's wrong. I do get clicks in this group. I get a lot of comments, and I get more activity in ever that I've ever had in any Facebook group, or even on my videos, I would say, other than my Game of Thrones videos. I had a lot of activity on that. But the fact that this person said, you won't get clicks in this group, obviously that's false, because this has gotten huge. There's still comments pouring out, guys. Like, I have 3 notifications right now, and people still talking about this whole situation. Oh gosh, man. This is insanity. This is insanity. Like, obviously it worked. So your statement is wrong. This person said, well said. And that's it. Out of the things that I screenshotted, I'm sure that there's more if I kind of click through here. Let's see. Let me see if there's any more comments. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, 1 minute ago. Not even going to give this arse, me, the click. Do we were women and not making men's image? I don't know. Okay. Is more than likely what it boils down to. Notice how the episode with female characters in combat roles that are depicted as competent fighters are all of a sudden oh my gosh, I knew someone was going to say this. Oh my gosh. Go back. I invite all of you right now, every single person watching this stream, every person watching possibly from this Facebook group, but probably not, everyone to go back and watch yesterday's video. Notice how I never said anything bad about the women's character roles in this episode. I never said anything bad. I said Amy Sedaris was miscast, but I wasn't hating on her, saying, oh, she's a woman, I don't like her. I was never saying that the character played by Michelle I think it's Na Wen. I can't remember what her name is off the top of my head. Or Ming Na Wen. I said I love Ming Na Wen. I love her. I loved her in this episode. It was great seeing her. I really like her. Oh, people like this are what's wrong with society. This is what's wrong with society. Notice how the episode with female characters in combat roles that are depicted as competent fighters are all of a sudden the worst episodes and ruining the show. I never said ruining the show, idiot. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it as it is. You are literally an idiot. I never said that anything about women. Go incel in your mom's basement a little more, please. Oh my freaking gosh. This guy is so off base that it is hilarious. You say one bad thing about anything, and all of a sudden it turns into you're an incel because it has women in it. What? Does that make sense, people? Does that make sense, folks? I don't get this. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever been a part of. These people are so off base with reality. They're so off base with what is acceptable in reality. And people and I don't care. I'm gonna throw this guy under the bus. Eric Tree is this guy's name. You are so off base, my friend. This was the worst comment I've seen. I could take all that other crap, but to tell me I'm an incel, number one, am I an incel? Incels to me are loner people who want to go shoot up a store. That is not me. Okay? I don't even like the thought of that. That's disgusting to me. I'm married. That right there, that's a picture of my wife. She exists. I can't. There we go. She's never been in a video because she doesn't like being on camera, but she exists. This thing has blown so out of proportion so fast that people saying that that's why I think it's funny that people are like, you'll never get attention from this group. Obviously I did. Obviously, you're giving me the time of day. But Eric, my friend, let me give you a little bit of word of advice. There are some things I want you to know. Number one, if someone says they don't like something, it's an opinion. That's the first thing. Number two, if they say they don't like something, why don't you look into why they don't like that something? And notice how most people, I mean, there's some people out there, yeah, that don't like women or don't like the fact that women get roles. I'm all for it. I love a lot of female-led movies. I love a lot of female-led shows. I mean, I love Watchmen. And you know why I love Watchmen? Regina King is freaking awesome in Watchmen. But, Eric, my friend, you're not going to watch this video probably, but I think you should. It's important. You need to go and understand that just because someone like me says they're disappointed by an episode, doesn't mean I'm saying it's ruining the show. I never said that. Come on, let's get real. What I said in any of the comments and in the description of my video, you can see in my video. I never say that this is I never said this is a ruining the show. Come on. And also, don't bring up the whole women argument. Because those people who bring that up are so off base and don't understand the fact that maybe I don't like something because I just don't like it. It didn't work for me. That's it. So Eric, be informed. Go and watch my video. Go and see what I say. Notice how I never give crap about women in roles in shows and movies. Come on. I just watched Marriage Story, where it has two leads, Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. And Scarlett Johansson, I praise her in this movie. I praise her. Give me a freaking break, dude. Give me a break. I love the fact that there is equality, and there's starting to become more equality, and we're still far away in terms of women getting roles and being respected. I love going to movies that are led by women. Women are amazing. My wife is amazing. She is an engineer student. And you know what I tell her every single day? I want you to go out and live your dreams. I want you to do what you want to do. I don't boss her around and tell her, go make me a sandwich, go wash the dishes. No, because that's wrong. Maybe if people watch my videos, because my videos, I'm very personal. I like to be the way on camera, the way that I am in life. And if people actually watched my videos and took the time out of the day, which these people, Eric included, the toxic fans or idiots, as I like to call them, the people who don't want to take the time out of their day to be informed, just watch 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't want you to watch the whole video, but if you watch the video, maybe you'll understand a little bit about me. Don't judge me as a human being. And this crap about, oh, it's funny, notice all the episode with female characters, combat roles. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Gina Carano. I think it Carano. I think it might be Carano. Let me just look, guys. I want my facts straight. Gina Carano was in episode 3 or episode 4 of The Mandalorian. She was freaking awesome in that episode. She was awesome. And episode 4 wasn't my favorite episode, but I still loved a lot about it. So you're off base. I would want with female roles. Dude, I love episodes. Well, I love the new Star Wars movies. I don't absolutely love them. Rogue One I love, and that's a movie led by Jen freaking Erso, played by Felicity Jones, who I love. I have a crush on her. She's freaking awesome. I love Daisy Ridley. I think she's great as Rey. She's never been my problem with any of the new films. So get off base. Oh, the only problem is it's beside the point. My only problem is the fact that she can beat Kylo in episode 7, in a lightsaber battle, someone who's been experienced in the Force and has had years of training. Anyway, that's beside the point. You're so off base. You're off base. You're judging, and it's disgusting. This is a group I don't encourage any of you to join unless you want to be a robot. If you are the type of person that wants to be brainwashed into thinking that everything is perfect, you can never have any negative thing to say about Star Wars, that's fine. Just know that that's not what fandom is. It's not the definition of fandom. Being a fan of something is admitting that there are problems with the things we love. If you don't think that, then you should evaluate your fandom. Just saying. Gosh, guys, that went on a lot longer than I wanted it to. But I just hope that you guys understand that I'm going to be honest and open. I'm never going to conform to what someone wants me to say. Notice how I didn't cower or back down. I basically said my 2 cents. I said, you guys are misunderstanding me. I was polite. I was trying to be respectful. Some people, I kind of gave them the cold shoulder, but they kind of warranted it. And my thing is at the end of all this, it boils down to be aware of who you join and what possible groups of people are going kind of look on the surface. This whole group, their pride is that they don't allow toxicity, but they don't realize that they're the problem, that this is toxic. What they're doing is abhorrent and it's disgusting. And I'm going to get a lot of hate probably on this video if people from this group, because even though, you'll never get us to give you attention, which I think is baloney, because obviously it worked. But people might watch this from that group, and if you are, I'm not apologizing. What do I have to apologize for? For being honest and open. And don't worry about banning me. I'm leaving the group, and that's that. I'm not going to give any heedance to it. This is a group that I joined a year ago because I thought it was a good opportunity for me to know more Star Wars fans in the community. It was a safe group because their whole preaching was on that we're not going to have toxicity, and that's ultimately what I wanted out of a Facebook group for Star Wars. And it's really become toxic. And this is not the way. So I'm going to read some of your guys' comments. Again, guys, I just want to thank you guys for your support. This might be, I don't know, we'll see. It could be like one of my most watched videos because of drama. And I hate drama. I hate the idea of it. It makes me feel disgusting and icky. And I was never going to make this video. But they crossed a line. It got too far. People got too heavy-handed with their comments that I just decided I wanted to put that out there for people. And this got, guys, can you at least agree with me, even if you don't like the fact that I made this video? Can you at least agree with me that this got way out of hand, more than it should have? I'm just a simple guy trying to get my voice out there and trying to, my whole goal is I want to do more with film. I want to be a filmmaker. Yes, I'm a business management major in school. That's because I also have a family. I have a wife. I have to provide for her. I can't, being a filmmaker and doing, things related to the film industry, you can't rely on that, especially starting off. It takes time, and I want to make money. I want to support my family. I do. It's important to me, and that's something that I've always considered. But I do want to be a filmmaker. That's the whole reason, like my whole purpose of making this channel was so I can talk about film. I can get maybe more into the punditry space. I would love to get like early screenings to movies. I'd love to kind of get an audience out there and build up a community that encourages one another and where we can talk openly and honestly about something. I will never discourage people. I will never criticize people's opinions. If you disagree with me, which a lot of people have in the comments in the past of my videos, I'm totally fine with that. And I will respect it. And I'll even leave you a comment saying, thank you. I respect your opinion. I respect your subjectivity. Let's not cause something to be bigger than what it is. And that's really what this kind of blew up into. This should have never happened. I'm happy that it did, because this is going to steer me away from groups like this that are fake. They're really wolves in sheep's clothing. And let's just spread positivity. throughout the social media space. There's just so much going on. I mean, life is kind of already crappy for a lot of people. You don't know how people live. My life is okay. I mean, it's fine. I've dealt with depression stuff in the past, but and sometimes it kind of hits me. If I was in a depressive state, I think this would have really impacted me on a greater scale. But I can just kind of laugh about this and just realize that these people are kind of out of touch with, not kind of, they're really out of touch with reality, and they don't understand that people can have their own opinions. And this is the problem with fandom, is groups like this. So, I'm making a live stream. You call it? So yeah, but yeah, guys, that's one thing that you're always going to get from me, is you're always going to get an honest and open opinion about everything. I will never try to sway people. That's just not who I am. I'll never give grades to movies because that's unfair. That to me is not one thing I want to go down. And, because to me, an A means something different than it would be to someone else. So just be mindful. Let's read some of the comments. Thought it was disappointing too. Doesn't mean I hate the show. It just means the episode was a letdown. It was filler, guys. It isn't even a bad episode, but it wasn't awesome like I thought. Yeah, and that's how I thought. That's exactly what my thoughts on the episode were. I don't hate it. I mean, I watched it twice already. I'm gonna watch it a third time too. My wife hasn't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it with her. Like, I don't hate it. It didn't ruin the show for me. Come on. There's no such thing as perfect. Everyone has a right to an opinion. People who put others down based on an opinion over fantasy is just funny to me. Yeah, it's hilarious to me too. The only thing that we like, facts are facts. Like, the fact is the Holocaust was terrible, because it was. They killed millions and millions of people. It was the cause of millions and millions of people's deaths. The fact that it snowed today, even though it didn't snow, I guess, was a fact. The fact that it's 55 degrees outside is a fact. But me saying I like this movie, notice how I said I like. That's an opinion. What a twat. That's glorious. Yeah, it's glorious. I mean, obviously these people are so competent that you shouldn't even give them the time of day. Everything is not for everybody. Chill out. Star Wars is fantasy. There are real things that are literally more important. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. Movies are fantasy, and nobody should bash other people's opinions over a show like this. Exactly. I love the show too. That's the thing I don't understand. Is like, people think I hate it. Like, I never said that. I never said that. And I'll tell you why it's disappointing. Why this episode was disappointing. I'll explain it to you. It's very easy. I'll explain it to you like I would explain it to a little kid. My expectations every episode have gotten higher because I've really loved what we've gotten. So my expectations are up here. This episode kind of hit down here. So what does that mean? It's a disappointment. There was a drop off from my expectations to where it landed. That's not a bad thing. That's not a negative thing. That's just me saying there's a drop off. That's it. That's it. And some people, they love it and it met their expectations. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. I have no problem with that. Got to start somewhere. Exactly. What do you want me to do? Just have boring thumbnails that people don't click on anyway, like my other ones? So just because you have your name on a piece of paper, that gives you more of a right to have an opinion. Miss me with that. Yeah, BS. Yeah, so just because you have your name on a piece of paper, that gives you more of a right to have an opinion. Yeah, it's funny. I don't get that. Qualified. So these critiques of your video should all be English professors. Exactly. You know what's funny? Like, a lot of the critics, they don't have YouTube channels. Do you know why? Because in their mind, they're above YouTube. And are they? Yeah, I would say that they are. I mean, Roger Ebert, if he was alive, he wouldn't have a YouTube channel. He wouldn't need to. I know that there is like a YouTube channel, I think, that kind of exists, but like, what I mean by that is like the big critics, like the heavy-handed critics, they'll be in like videos here and there, but they don't really have like a YouTube channel where they're like garnering content or have a plethora of content. Why? Because they they are the types of people that feel like YouTube is too big for them. And another thing too is like if you ask a critic, well, how do I get to where you are? That's a great question. I've seen that on a lot of videos, like not even just critics, but pundits and like bigger YouTube reviewers, and they say, start a YouTube channel. Just start talking about what you love. Apparently, this guy thinks that you can't. This guy right here thinks that you can't. You have to be qualified. Stupid. Apparently so, LOL. I find this hilarious. Yeah, me too. I just find this whole situation interesting. I think I was a part of the group for a few days, and I think people were hating on me for my opinion on Force Awakens, LOL, saying Rey is too perfect. And dude, that is an opinion, true horror fanatics, that Rey is too perfect. And I'm going to say this more for the group to hate me. I think you are right. You are right in that assessment. And that is why that's my biggest problem with Rey in the new trilogy of films. But yes, this whole you can't hate or you can never say a negative thing about Star Wars is absolutely ridiculous to me. Like, come on. Like, aren't we above that? We don't want toxicity. You're causing the toxicity. Okay, so if I say I think Game of Thrones was terrible by ruining the character arcs in season 8, is not an opinion. So if I say I think Game of Thrones was terrible by ruining the character arcs, I guess so. Laundry Day. I guess that's not an opinion. And I know that by you saying that, you're saying I think, which means that you're implying that it is indeed and in fact an opinion. So exactly, Laundry. You can't have an opinion, man. Come on, you ought to know that. That was sarcasm for those who need me to spell everything out. Apparently, that's what I need to do. I need to spell everything out. I can't be sarcastic anymore. I can't use implied dialogue. So that's on me, I guess. I should just spell everything out like as if everyone's an idiot. That everyone's a 5-year-old. That's, I guess, what I should do. I mean, most of the people bashing me too are like 30-year-old people, 40-year-old people. It's like, are you 5? Because you're acting like it. Don't worry. I'm not worried. Believe me, Laundry, I'm not worried. This is a fandom. They will tell you Star Wars episode 1 is great, knowing it was awful for the sake of the fandom. It's just like the Marvel fandom. Yeah, and honestly, like, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan. It's my favorite thing on the freaking earth. Just ask my wife. Star Wars shirt. That's why I wore this. I have a Star Wars keychain for my keys. My phone. Look at that. Darth Vader's helmet. I mean, you look around. Look, right there. There's like a bunch. There's Star Wars VHS tapes. We got like Star Wars stuff over here. All of my Funkos are Star Wars. I have all the Star Wars movies. I mean, Star Wars is my life. I love Star Wars. It's my favorite thing. But this fandom, I don't want to be a part of. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm going to be in my own fandom. The fandom of not giving hate towards people who have an opinion, whether it be something that you like or not like. That's just the case. But yeah, again, Laundry, I'm not worried about it at all. I will give the episode of rewatch. It was just okay to me. The prior episode was better, just my opinion. Again, an opinion. I think women kick A in movies and TV shows. I completely 100% agree. But apparently not. To this guy, apparently I hate women. Apparently I'm an incel. Apparently, because I said I was disappointed by an episode. When do I ever say that I hate all the women characters in the show? Guys, do a little research for me. Go on a treasure hunt, if you will. I want you to go back in all of my videos on YouTube, watch them, and tell me when I ever point out that I hate women in movies and television. Good luck finding something, because that's never been the case. So yeah, this just blew up a lot bigger than what it should have. I'm just happy that I have such amazing followers and subscribers to this channel. Those who understand that when I say something, take it with the absolute smallest grain of salt. Because I'm not implying that because I didn't like something, therefore I'm implying you don't like something. That is not at all what I've ever done, nor will I ever do that, because to me, we can all have views on our movies. One of my best friends, one of my really good friends, he also has a YouTube channel. His name's Nathan Hale. Great YouTuber. Definitely go check out his content. He makes different. His videos are a little different. He talks a lot about Criterion movies, and he does more of like review of the decade videos and stuff like that. And he does video essays. Me and him, we have opposing views on movies all the time, all the time, and we never hate on each other or misunderstand or misinterpret what the other one is saying. I will, like, when he says, like, for example, I didn't like this and this, I'll say I like this I understand what you're saying, but it worked for me because of this. That's it. That's all you have to say. This blew up a lot bigger than what it needed to, and I'm putting this out there. Don't join this group. Shun this group. This is a group of people who are toxic, and they don't understand what fandom is. They don't understand what fans of something are, and they want to brainwash everyone into thinking that you have to think everything is perfect, and there can be no negative thoughts. So yeah, this is a group that I am no longer part of. Well, I'm actually, you know what, speaking of that, after making this video, I told you guys I'm done. I just wanted the screenshots. And so now I am going to unleave group. Here we go. Do you want to leave? Yes, I do. There you go. I'm not going to report this group because honestly, I don't give a crap. I don't care enough, to be honest with you. This is something that I just don't understand. Okay. Let me just read this last thing. Okay. I am looking at the group now that I just left it. Let's look at the group rules from the admins, okay? Let's dissect what their group rules are and how they're not following them. Number 1, be respectful. Keep your discussions civil. Refrain from using incendiary language, including but not limited to hate speech, misogynistic slurs. That guy, Eric, my good friend Eric, used the biggest misogynistic slur. You're slurring my name and my reputation by saying that I think this, a misogynistic, trying to throw misogynistic reasoning into why I not even disliked, was disappointed in something. Vitriol towards the filmmakers and actors and threats. Filmmakers and actors and threats. Yeah, threat is just stupid. No one did that really, except for the guy who pretty much kind of threatened me to be banned. I mean, that's not really a threat though. That's kind of minor. Vitriol towards the filmmakers and actors. Let's look up the word vitriol because I don't really know what that is off the top of my head. Now is that, because here's the thing. I respect that people, it takes them a while, cruel and bitter criticism. I wasn't really bitter. I wouldn't say it was cruel criticism. It was just warranted criticism. So be respectful. Yeah, you're not following that. So yes, you are doing a terrible job on being respectful to people in the group. Stay on topic. All posts must be related to Star Wars in some way. Eric, my good friend, you are not staying related to Star Wars. We allow political content provided that it is related to Star Wars and aligns with our core values. Conservative right-wing posts need not apply. Yeah, Eric, good for you, buddy. So stay on topic. You're not doing a great job of that. Respect our core values. We are a progressive group. If you don't agree with the post, keep scrolling to enjoy the 99% of our content that is not political. That didn't happen. So that is the biggest one, the biggest error that your group is making, and the biggest rule that you're breaking. No spoilers, which is funny because that guy spoiled stuff for them, not me, so didn't follow through with that. Explicit content. Gratuitously violent or explicitly sexual content is prohibited. We are rated R, not MA. We are an adult group, and while we may not prohibit minors, but we also do not censor graphic language themes. Okay, whatever. You're fine. You're doing, I guess, a fine job with that. But that's not something that you should be really proud of, that's the only rule so far that you're keeping within your own standard rules of conduct. Cosplay. Unless giving explicit permission, who cares about that? That doesn't have anything to do with that. And again, no promotions or spam. Just don't. All group promotions must be approved by an admin prior to posting. We will not tolerate the proliferation or pirated material. Here's the thing. You could say that my thing was a promotion because it was, but it was approved by the admins. So the admins saw it, they read the description of the post, and they decided, okay, we're going to allow that. So yeah, irrelevant posts, no flounce posts, no posting to ask why your post got deleted or to continue a discussion that was closed by a mod, etc. We just want to talk about Star Wars. Y'all save the drama for your mama. Well, then, yeah, you're doing a terrible job keeping up with that rule because this spread like wildfire, and it was not because of me. Moderation. Mods have full authority to remove posts or members at their discretion. We are not a democracy. You are guests here. We do not give warnings or second chances. Do not DM mods to appeal a decision. Obviously, you're not a democracy. You are not a democracy. What you are is you are a fascist communist group. You're a you practice communism because everyone has to think like everyone else, which is completely wrong. And so, yeah. And don't be a dick. Do we really have to say it? I mean, it's right there in the group name and everything. Ultimately, the mods will decide who is being, a jerk. So when in doubt, just stay out. Yeah, and you're not even doing a good job of moderating, obviously, because I mean, maybe you could say that I was being a jerk, but there are far worse things that were said from other people. Well, anyway, guys, yeah, that's long-winded. I just wanted to get that out there. This group, stay away from them. They are toxic. They don't understand what a good group is supposed to do. They don't follow their own rules. Their admins do not care. Their moderators do not care at all about what people post and what people say and comment. And it's very apparent. It's very apparent, and it's very disgusting. And for any group that says, just be mindful. Be mindful of what you participate in. Be mindful of the groups that you are a part of, because on the surface they may say one thing, but really they're the cause of that thing that they are trying to eliminate. So that's it, guys. That's the video. That's it. Yeah, we'll see if I keep this video up and how long I would keep it up for. Ultimately, be smart with your decisions, and let us all be fans of Star Wars safely, where our opinions are protected, and they're warranted, and they are opinions. That's it. And if you have an opinion about someone's work, why don't you actually go check out that work before criticizing or making false accusations against that said person. So, yeah, guys, that's it for the video. I'm not going to say like this video, honestly, because it's just one of those videos that is just kind of getting out there. But subscribe at your leisure. I'm not going to force you to do anything. So subscribe if you want to. If you want to subscribe, give me some support, then do it. If not, okay. If you agree with my opinions, cool. If not, okay. That's it. That's it. So anyway, guys, I will see you next time. I think I'm going to have an Empire Strikes Back review. That'll be coming up, hopefully, probably, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I kind of got to get grinding all these Star Wars reviews because just 2 weeks, baby, we get to see Rise of Skywalker, which I'm so freaking pumped. Cannot wait. And hopefully it doesn't disappoint. Obviously, that was a nod to this group. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. And thank you also for all the hate. Because guess what? When you hate my content, it's only helping. May the Force be with you all.